Good evening, everyone. I'm Amani Patterson, and welcome to another episode of Panther Report News. If you're looking to study abroad in Spain or even France, there are some changes you need to know about before dishing out your money. Reporter Katie Gray tells us more about the new changes.
State University offers over 70 study abroad programs to over 53,000 students. But sadly, only a small percentage actually participate in these programs. Students who do visit the study abroad office find the environment to be welcoming and educational.
This is a really cool place. I've never been here before, but it's been really easy to find everything.
To go talk to Dalbert because they will honestly let you know whether this is going to be expensive or not. Not to mention there's scholarships you can apply for that not many people apply for study abroad because there's not that many people doing study abroad, unfortunately.
This year, the university has tried to implement a few different changes to make it much easier on students.
Instead of the Study Abroad 101 info sessions that we used to have, now students can come in and meet with a recently returned study abroad student.
So especially with the International Access Scholarship, that's been one of the big focuses of those changes, is identifying new kind of student populations and categories of students who perhaps haven't been covered through the funding process previously for whatever reason, including them in this new funding model. So yeah, it's really just about making it simpler for students to apply, and it's also about kind of widening the umbrella in terms of how many students we are reaching with scholarship funds.
For more information and advisement on study abroad programs, feel free to stop by a Delberg Hall on the 3rd floor. I'm Katie Gray with Panther Report.
Well, it's a go-to spot for students, and they just can't get enough. Reporter LaDarrius Heath tells us how well business is going at the popular ChickfilA Express.
This is the sound you hear when you walk in the ChickfilA Express at Georgia State, a go-to spot for students. They love it all, from the delicious food.
I wanted to get a chicken sandwich, waffle fries, lemonade, yogurt parfait.
To the service.
I like the fact that they address me by my name. They get my order right every time.
And sales are better than expected. Lenore Music of Panther Dining says business is booming.
There's been about an 80% increase in sales since it came from the 3rd floor to this 1st floor location.
Now I want to give you a look at how immensely popular this place really can be. Take a look, these pickup lines are getting longer and longer. There's more people rolling now. All of these people can be a hassle to really ring up, but not for the cashiers working here.
First and foremost, don't stress out, because once you stress out, then the customers are frustrated and then everything goes haywire.
You can have your order in and your food in less than 10 minutes. So that's how quick they're moving.
Even with lines sometimes stretching all the way to the back of the store, some students just can't get enough.
I love ChickfilA, period, so any ChickfilA is a go for me.
Because of its popularity and the money they're racking in, Music says they may consider expanding the restaurant to other Georgia State campuses. I'm LaDarrius Heath for Panther Report.
We turn now to an update on a story we mentioned last week about GSU student for Quan Stafford. Stafford is currently seeking an honorary degree from Georgia State University, but needs approval from President Mark Becker before moving forward. So check this out. A GSU freshman is using her blog as a platform to document her life and raise discussions about self-worth. Reporter Kevin Sanchez has her unique story.
Positivity. It also talks about feminism, blackness, living my life as a black woman. I talk about Georgia State and just how I've seen myself change and grow. A lot of things I like to talk about are things I feel like could enlighten someone else, or like they would get something from it.
Phillips, who grew up in Powder Springs, Georgia, says she didn't always openly discuss her opinions.
If a conversation in high school would come up about race or police brutality or something where I thought I was going to be uncomfortable, I didn't say anything. Because not that I didn't have an opinion, but it was like I don't want to, be judged or ridiculed because my opinion was different than my classmates. Like, mind you, I went to a very, very conservative high school.
As years went by, she was able to become more comfortable.
It wasn't until probably like my junior, senior year of high school I started to.
It's one of the most anticipated movies of the new year, and students got the opportunity to watch it privately. Spotlight hosted a private screening of Black Panther Thursday at the Regal Cinemas Theater in Atlantic Station. Tickets sold out well before the event started. Reports say the movie raked in nearly $90 million. A representative from Spotlight shared his thoughts on film culture and diverse representation.
A defining moment in terms of cinema, yes. In what ways? Simply the fact that it's predominantly African American. We aren't getting the cliches that African Americans usually get when it comes to film, which is always, the jokester or the criminal. We're getting the hero, we're getting the villain as well.
Thank you for tuning in. We hope to see you next Friday with another episode of Panther Report News. In the meantime, feel free to follow us on Twitter at Panther_report and subscribe to our YouTube channel at GSTV Panther Report. I'm Amani Patterson. Have a great weekend.